yeah, I'm just listening. I'm just listening to respond, not to understand. But as I then got older, I understand that my time, energy, and my resources, money, is valuable to me now. Like that's valuable. Like I'm not about to go out with a chick if she gonna spend most of the day on her phone, taking pictures on Snap. What is it? All of these social media, this, that, and the other. I could have got you a 4 for 4 from McDonald's. I mean, whatever.
That's good. I like I said, I was like, I can't make this up. I like that. I
Yeah,
like that.
man. Once I finish my book, you'll understand where all this stuff comes from.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
So I was doing some research on you. You was in the Navy,
yeah, I was in a military police officer 5 years, man.
military police. How was that?
Yeah. I was every payday I was fighting.
Damn.
Every payday I was fighting. I was deployed a lot, so I am a combat veteran. Um, but yeah, like on paydays, you deploy, you really ain't got much to do. So they start, depending on where I was stationed at, they get some drink. They start drinking, playing them Call of Duty and dipping that tobacco.
Yeah.
Start fighting and breaking up fights.
Yeah.
And
I think you said that you were stationed in Maryland for a while.
yeah, I was right there in Bethesda. They changed the name of that base. It's across from what's that? NIH, National
Hmm.
Institute of Health. But they didn't change. They closed down Walter Reed, and now it's like military Walter Reed Military Medical something center. It's a retarded name, but it was the president's hospital right there in Bethesda.
Okay. 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 That's what's up. So you had to get out of there once the service is done. Because I'm actually in Maryland. That's why I asked.
Oh no, I mean I was like stationed in Bethesda. I was living in Silver Spring though. I was
Oh,
over there in Silver Spring.
Mo County. That's the nice side of town. You know what I'm
But I used
saying?
to hang out in PG, pretty girl kind of. That's where I used to
Oh,
hang out at.
oh, okay, yeah, because that's where I'm at.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right, so I know where you at there.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you already know what years was that?
I was there, what, 2008 into like 2000 and I was deployed and I came back deployed. I didn't transfer until like 2000, right before 2010. So I was there like 2 years and then I transferred like to San Diego, California. And I deployed, came back, deployed. Like I always was. I spent most of my time deployed.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was more. It's more money when you deploy.
Oh, I bet you originally from down
Oh, I'm
south,
originally from Cleveland. Yeah, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
A friend of mine told me that's the bed bug capital of the world.
Oh, don't do that. No, but no, like I don't know about bed bugs. I know like we are one of the top food spots. Like I was just talking to somebody about that. Like, yo, you can go 15 minutes any which direction here, and you could get a different culture type of food, and it be slapping. Like we got some of everything. Like the Polish boys. Like yeah, I know it started down. I know the po boy it started down south, but like adding that coleslaw and fries and stuff on that and the barbecue sauce, man, they've been doing that for over 30 some years here. I'm about to be 38, and I know they've been doing it since I was younger.
Oh,
But
okay.
we got some of everything, like literally some of everything. Some of everything. Yeah, we've been on the Food Network when that dude used to travel around eating places. But yeah, man,
Are you
we
talking about Guy Fieri?
I think that was him. Yeah, he used to travel and just eat foods. He didn't came here a few times, but like it's it's a hard work. It's a blue collar city, and like now we just starting to get a little recognition, especially with the Avengers movies. We getting recognition because they like those guys who direct the Russo brothers. They from here, so they be like
Okay.
shooting here all the time.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. I didn't know that. I know of the Russo brothers. I didn't know they was from Cleveland. I actually
Yeah.
back in the day one of the funnest nights of my life I had was in Dayton. It was right outside the flats. Apparently everything shuts down there at a certain time. So I ended up going to party with some townies, and we went to this house where I guess the homeowners didn't give a fuck, and they threw like this big ass bonfire slash pool party, and they had all the furniture out on the front lawn, and they started setting shit on fire, and I just was like, I'm not from here, and I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh no, yeah, it's wild here. It's
Yeah,
wild.
that's crazy. That's crazy, man. So say, how did you and Dewan meet?
Oh, we were stationed together in Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah, we were stationed together in Maryland, and we were both in security, and it was one of those things. It was like, hey, we just so happened to be in the same section, so, like on the same shift or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first got there, we just linked up. We hung out with this one. We met through this one guy who used to like party all the time, and then we realized like he partied a little too much. So kind of like he be on his way. He be on his way to work. Let me take a shot. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, yo, dude, calm down. But yeah, like, and we just clicked. We just clicked. Like, we were just on some intelligent, like business, some just like life experiences. We just clicked, and it was like it's like we parted ways because of deployment in life or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always been like, yo, man, I ain't talked to you in a minute. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Hit them up or whatever. But yeah, like that was my dog the entire time I was there. Like he is one of the unofficial because we never got my son his baptism or whatever. I mean his communion or whatever. So, but he's one of the godfathers of my son. So
okay.
Yeah, like he's the reason. Actually, he's one of the reasons. Because if I didn't talk to him, I would have broke up with that girl. But because me and him had that conversation, I ended up staying with her, and she got pregnant. I blame him. I blame him.
I was just about to say, see, like you blame him for the birth of your son.
yeah, because like he gave me some advice. I ain't gonna lie, I was fucking up. I was doing some ignorant shit. I was doing some rude shit, like just really not giving a fuck or whatever. But he was like, "Yo, man, you need to chill." And I decided to chill, cool out, try to get my bearings together. Ended up staying with the girl. Then she got pregnant. Yeah, that's how
it happens. I've been there, man. Not that I'm saying I'm going around getting girls pregnant, nothing like that, but I've been in the situation to where I got comfortable and then things went left. You know what I'm saying? Like actually, one of my most recent relationships, I was talking to this chick fresh out of a breakup actually, and she was cool with the situation, which was we could play house, but once we separate, we do our own thing. And she was from Raleigh, and she made everything from scratch: breakfast, lunch, and dinner, baked cakes, and all that shit. I'm talking about when I met her, I was 215. When I left her, I was 325.
Oh, she was feeding you.
Yeah, she got me to the point to where Popeyes ain't taste the same. I'd rather have some cornbread coming out the skillet with some home fried chicken. Like if I woke up, late, she would have already like made waffles and eggs and shit like that. So, she was fresh out of a marriage. She wasn't looking for nothing serious. And then she goes to this vision party with one of her friends, or I guess her circle or whatever. And then 11 o'clock at night, she says, "What are we?" And I'm like, where did this come from? And she was just like, "Oh, I was talking to my friends, and she was saying this, and she was saying that, and I don't think I should be having sex before marriage." And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go home and we'll talk to you later. And that's what it was, But everyone told me I was wrong, but we wasn't in a relationship. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, I don't think that's like a conversation you just drop that. I mean, like that's one of them. We said let's sit down and let's have a conversation. Don't we not out, in a public spot and possibility to cause a scene, or we get upset and it's an awkward ride home or something like that. Trust me, man. I like. Yeah. Well, fuck it. This gonna come out anyway. By the time it come out, it'll be exclusive here. I'm actually I just started writing a book last night. About a recent relationship. Because after I dropped this recent episode, and I realized how vulnerable I made myself, and like coming to terms about loss and growth or whatnot, I was like, you know what? I'm just in this, it just start typing. Well, yeah, like being a better person, period. Like just not just for you, but like in relationships or marriage or whatever like that. Cause it's like, man, I was terrible back in the day. Like now the way I was moving, how you was like, what are we? Shit, nigga, we look like we are going to two separate places tonight. Like I was bad. And then it was like I ran across one person and like it was like, yo, running that game, running that, like just being, just that old shit, that like that masking your emotions and shit, and like all of that changed like that. Like it was like, yo, wait, hold on, wait. I'm grown, but like I had to grow the fuck up, and like I'm not mad at the growth of a person, but it was like that. I'm sorry, I said all that to say like that I had to grow up. I realized that certain shit I was doing, especially if I want to be a better businessman, there's certain things that I got to stop doing in my personal life to sit up there and be a better businessman or business person or whatever.
A professional. Yeah,
I got to be very professional, like not just in the business world, but also in my personal life and relationships and whatnot. Beyond, from moving forward, as they say in the business, moving forward, I have to be very professional.
Yeah. Well, I checked out your recent episode, man, and my condolences on your loss.
Thank you.
After listening to that, I realized that's how you started your podcast, The Uncomfortable Conversation, and that sparked, the idea to, create a Facebook group and, get people talking about stuff that they, probably keep in or have been teach to keep in because you don't talk about certain things and, you deal with it yourself, or family business is family business, stuff like that.
Yeah, but like when and we talk, I like my family, they mad at me. I don't care. Like, why are you telling the family business? Because there are other families out there. There are other people who are going through the same thing. And it was like, I'm just at that point where it's like, look, it's the truth. Why, like I'm not saying nobody's name. Okay, all right, my brother, my brother passed, but that entire episode was dedicated to him. The entire show was dedicated to him. But like, I'm not saying family member's name. I mean, the shoe fit, lace that motherfucker up. But there are families, what I'm saying? There are families out there who are, like y'all wonder why, like last year, they out here getting the PPP loan, unemployment, and y'all have nothing to show for it. Like, yo, that's a conversation. And then I'm getting Cash App requests. Yo, let me get $20. Get the fuck out of my face. You had all that money. And now you have nothing to show for, man. Get the fuck out of here. It's an uncomfortable conversation. Like, what do you do? What do you have to show for it? Like, and it's like, I want to break that. I want to break that whole, like I had this episode. It's like one of my first episodes. We were talking about, Big Mama hiding the uncle who be touching the kids. Man, whoop that nigga. No, stop protecting him. Like, we have to, like, it's a lot. It's especially in our culture. We don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Our culture don't get help. we don't seek, our pride is everything. We got, black women have to be strong, this, that, and the other, emotional, and men have to be a certain way. Man, look, we have to break out of, like, I guess once we start talking about what bothers us or what's keeping us back, we can move forward. Like that, keeping it in, or after somebody passed, oh, he touched her. Oh yeah, he touched me too. Why are we finding out about this now? Like, if we known, we could have stopped. Man, it's just so many conversations. It's so much. It's so much to unpack over there. And it's like, I try to be funny. I have different people come on or whatnot because, like, just to get a different aspect. Like, hey, like my one co-host, she's from Barbados.
Mm-hmm.
The way they live down there, completely different from up here. And she just brings a totally different vibe to the show. My cousin, Mr. 10K, he like a street nigga with he a street business sense. Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he talks to a certain group of people, like they can relate to him. My other cousin, Marsharie, she's a sound one. She's a sound one, but she also with the shit. Like, she petty as all hell. And me, like, there are moments where I just, like I'm trying to keep the humor up to keep people engaged, but then there are certain times where I just like, yo, hold on. And I gotta remind people that I'm kind of intelligent. I ain't the smartest one, but I got a little I got some sense. But yeah, man, like, I love it. I love it over there. I do. Like, when everybody come over there, it's like, yo, if you protecting your brand, do that, but air it out. Air that thing out over there. I love it.
I think in instances like that, people don't they don't want to heal because they're not strong enough to take on that pain that requires strength to go through that. And that's key. When you have something, when you have your innocence taken from you, or
Oh yeah.
you put through traumatic experiences, and you're not shown how to heal from that or how to recover, then all you have is that memory, and that memory brings up pain. Even though it's mental, you know, it can feel physical. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think a lot of people want to unpack the truth.
Mm.
I honestly, like, and like I said on the last episode, like, it's almost 5 years. And that episode, when I said that, everything I said on that episode was the first time I said it out loud. Like, it's always been sitting there in my, in my brain or whatever. But that was the first time I said it out loud. And that was like one of those, whoa. And I didn't edit. So, like, yeah, it's very, like, you could tell, you can hear it on it's, like, the audio is trash. I just did it in one take or whatever. But it's like, I feel people don't want to unpack the truth because the pain. But it's like, yo, once you unpack that truth and you get that the pain gonna come. It's either gonna come now or it's gonna come later. It's coming. It's coming. Like, what like, get it out the way so you can start healing. A lot of people, like, people want to heal from it, but you gotta take it on head on. You gotta, take it on head on to start to heal from it. You could try to mask it up and do other stuff and dance around it, but in the end, it's gonna come out. Like, you gonna get into some people get into a relationship and, like, man touch them a certain way and flash back and, oh my God, and dude don't even know what's going on, and she ain't healed from somebody touching her when she was younger. Like, I just want people to, get that pain out the way so they can start healing, so we can be better people. So yeah, my bad. My bad, man. I be going on tangents. I be having a lot of conversations. I be having a lot going on in my head, man. It's like, it's crazy.
No, it's cool. You can get Ritalin for that.
Oh man.
So you mentioned that you were trash in the past when it came to dating females.
Man, terrible.
Terrible. Give me a for instance. Like, I'm assuming that it wasn't your initial thought to go ahead and treat a female a certain way. Like sometimes it's like you want some get back stuff, or you just going to go ahead and you're going to be a savage for a year, whatever the case may be. So,
I
give me
give you
one
an
that stands
example.
out in your mind.
One that stands out. All right. And I know she gonna hear this. I ain't even gonna say her name, but I wanted to date this one female, like no flat out, like 2007. 2007, I was like, yo, what's her name? Give me her. I was talking to somebody, I was like, yo, tell her I said what's up. They was like, nah, I ain't Okay, all right, cool. I'm stationed, I'm in the military at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I get out the military in 2012. Guess who I run into? Oh, this 5 years, this a 5 year fix. I didn't had a kid and everything. It was like, yo, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her. And she was a good woman. She was a good woman. But once I got her, it was like, the fuck I'm supposed to do with her? And like I did, like, and like I said, she was a great woman. I got her. I was like, I had to freestyle that shit. I had to freestyle that relationship, man. Like I wasn't ready. I was not ready at all. Like I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get her. Yeah. I got her, and I was like, oh shit. You like movies and shit? What's up? Like it was, man, it was bad. Like, like I got respect for her though. I got mad respect for her because like we still, like, we communicate every now and then. What's up? Everything good with you and your family? Da da da. Yeah, cool. But like I know that I was terrible back in the day. Like that was just an example. Like shit got wild though, but I remember that one specifically. I knew that I wanted her. I got her. Didn't know what to do with her at all. At all.
You was what, 29 at that time, right?
2007. I was.
Oh no,
no. 2007 when I said I wanted her. Yeah, I was 29. When I got her, I was 29.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I got her, I was 29. But man, like that. Then it was like 30 was creeping up, and I was like, oh man, what am I? I'm doing some wrong shit, and I didn't got this chick. I'm about to be 30. I ain't really figured stuff out. Like, yo, do I really want to marry this woman? Do I want to, make this real? I got her out. What the fuck am I doing? Like, man, it was bad, man. That's just one example that stands out the most. There was other times where I just was like, you know what? I'm about to see if I can get one of every race. Terrible, man. I was bad. And it wasn't like I didn't want a relationship. I just wanted to see if I could pull them. Like I didn't got phone numbers without saying nothing. Like pull up in the mall, chick pull up. Hey, hold on. She walk over to the car. I was like, oh shit, that worked. Like I was terrible, man. She was a good woman too. She was good too. Like I've always run across good women, and I was trash. I was just trying to see if I could pull you. I got you and was like, hey, what's up? Where are we going with this, man? I don't know. I don't even know. Nowhere, really.
Yeah,
But then I faked it. I faked it till they got tired of it.
That's trash behavior. I can understand
it. It was, man. It was trash behavior. They was like, "Yo, take me out." Nah, no, man. I got work. I always used to use work as an excuse. I always use work as oh no, I'm work, man. You always working? Yeah. I was on, man. It was some trash ass. What they call it? Fuck. That was fuckboy behavior because I ain't had no plans with them women whatsoever.
I had a homeboy who used to work for, I think it was Delta, or it might have been American Airlines. I'm not sure. And he used to travel for free a lot, right? He said, "I'm gonna hit me a girl in every state in the United States." And last time I talked to him about this particular subject, he was at 29. I was like, you was a fool. But he was like taking pictures and shit, like with like cards from every state. And he was like, Like I remember when he got to 10, he was like, "On my way." And I was like, "Man, you the fool." But it's people out there that do that though. They set goals you don't even know about these. Like it almost reminds me of that movie that Vince Vaughn had. I forgot what it was called, but he was a sperm donor,
I know
and
what you're talking about. I don't remember the
somehow
name of what you're talking about.
his sample got used by like 300 some women, and he ended up having like all these kids. Like one of them was like a basketball player, one of them had triplets. He had like all these, he was related to all these kids. He had like grandkids and shit. I was like, man, that's crazy, but I'm pretty sure they based that on some truth though, because that sounds like something that'll happen.
That sounds like something somebody would do. That sounds like something just go to every sperm bank in America, like, yeah, give me some kids over here. What? Oh, like it's like that behavior. I guess that behavior stems from really not. Actually, you could just be a trash person, but like it. I think it stems from not seeing actual healthy relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my mother has 6 children. I'm the oldest of her 6. And it's like, yo, like, man, all of us, we got different last names. What's going on? Like I love my mother to death, but it was like she didn't have a healthy relationship. I didn't see many healthy relationships until I almost was an adult. Like my mom would pick certain guys, and then certain guys would be good to her, and she'd like, he too clingy. What? All right. Like, so I adopted that. I adopted that behavior. If a woman didn't excite me and stimulate me mentally or anything like that, like I was bored. You gotta go. I was terrible, man. I was terrible.
Yeah, so basically, you can say that was learned behavior because that's all you knew and that's all you saw.
Oh, goddamn kids crying. My bad, man. Hopefully you can edit this part out.
I got you.
Okay.
So yeah, I was saying that basically that was learned behavior due to your environment. So it wasn't your intention to become that way, and you just was a product of your environment. So that's what you adapted to.
True. But also, I was a nerd in school. I was voted most studious. And something else. I can't remember the other one. I was, man, I had, my GPA was high, and it was like I was always in the books. I'm gonna get this money. And then I was sitting up there thinking like, yo, y'all bitches bad around here. I got to senior year and I was like, yeah. It was too late though. I was like, oh man, I'm getting ready to get out of school. Fuck all this. Then I got out of school and I went wild. Terrible. I was trash. I ain't go, man. Look, I'm saying this on the I Can't Make This Up podcast, man. I was trash. I was trash. Facts. I was trash. Man, one of the chicks, I was crushing on this chick who I was in the 7th grade with, and because I never got her, I was spiteful. So I was looking for a chick that looked like her just so I can get my get backs. That ain't happened till like years later though, but I was trash. Like I was terrible, man. I was terrible. I want that Italian girl who used to live across the street from me. Man, she was bad. Like all of these Instagram models built how they built. She was built like that. She was bad. We never got past, remember when you used to be on the phone at night and you'd be like, hey, no, I'm on the phone. Y'all used to fall asleep and shit like that. And that was me. But I never got her, so I was like, all right, whatever. Then I just started chasing after her. Yeah, she was bad, man. My bad. She was bad.
It's almost like you chasing after her still, like mentally. You know what I'm saying? Subconsciously,
mentally,
you got that image of her, not of what she looks like, but what she meant to you at that time in your life, and that's what you seek in other women.
Yeah, but then I ran across an intelligent woman, and like she was about her business. She ain't play no fucking game. She had like, she had goals, this, that, and the other. Like, man. And that's when I knew I was like, yo, I like that. Like I can do that. Like doing that, like that having your shit together, like not just out here, like having your shit together, having a business plan, having goals set for yourself. Excuse me, having like wanting to build generational wealth. I was like, damn, why it take me to after 30 to find something like, to think about this? And I was like, you know what? All right. I started changing my ways. That was about 6 years ago. I started changing my ways. I'm terrible though, but I started changing my ways because I ran across her, and she like beautiful, smart, intelligent, business-minded, goal-oriented, like financially cautious and conscious and that whatnot, like budgeting and shit like that. I was like, yo, that's what a woman is. That's what, man, she was black. She black woman. I'm like, God damn. That's with that Melanin Queen. That's whatever them songs that they be talking about. I was like, yo, that's her. That's her. And like, and if I can't go below those standards of her. I can't. But yeah, she fire. She nice. Like
She sparked your
like
motivation.
The way she made me elevate. The way she made me elevate me. Like I was already intelligent. I was just trying to wild out on the shit that I didn't do. And like I'm a hard worker. I always kept a job. And I'm like, I always kept a job, but I really didn't put that into play. Or like I always had an idea about businesses, but then it was like, okay, I don't know the steps to do it. Ran across her and was like, yo, okay, I gotta do that. Okay, all right. That. And I ain't looked back since.
That's dope. I think every man needs somebody like that to push them and spark and inspire them into, stepping their game up. Apply that pressure like it's supposed to be.
As the wine to say.
Up
your pressure.
Up your pressure,
I don't think if the man is ready, if the man ain't ready, like I can say that, maybe like somewhere in that savage life I was in, there probably was one of those women out there. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that shit. But I think us men, we have to like figure out like, what we want and make sure we good, like mentally, emotionally. Like we got to be emotionally available too, and willing to like be a better me. Like, oh, just because you done worked hard and now you used to drive a Honda, now you drive a BMW, that don't mean you just worked hard to get that. Like, where else are you going? Like, that's material. What are you building for yourself? What are you leaving? But like emotionally, are you there? Mentally, are you there? Because you can fuck a good woman up. I have a few of them. But like I wasn't emotionally ready for them or mentally ready for them. But once you're ready and you run across that good one, one of the best things ever.
So, do you think it was her being in your life that made you ready, or the fact that you were already ready and she showed you by making you want to think that way, or making you want to start pursuing your dreams?
I think I was ready. But her and I, we had a friendship first. Like we built a relationship off of a friendship, and like I was still struggling. I was struggling with like trying to be the old me, but I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And then the old me is slip in there and be on this bullshit. I'm like, fuck, like I was fighting with myself on my growth. And she just like, she motivated me. Like it was never, she like, yo, if I had a bad day, you can have a bad day. What you gonna do about it though? You that problem's still gonna be there. You gotta figure that shit out. Come up with a solution for it. You could powder all day about it. You could be mad. What the fuck you gonna do about it? And it's like, yo, you're right. All right, let me figure this out. Okay, like if I go over here to this job. Okay. If I go over here to this job, oh my God, I'm killing these kids. If I go over here to this job, they got better benefits. They got this going on. Like, oh man, they 401k. Oh, they match it. Oh, okay, cool. They savings plans. All right, boom, boom, boom. Like certain shit, I wasn't thinking about savings plan. I wasn't thinking about retirement. I wasn't thinking about 401k. I just thought like, just make money, get to a certain age and retire. But if I ain't putting nothing away, fuck am I doing? Like she kicked real game to me. Like she kicked game to me like a dude in the female version, like an old school, like something that you hear from one of your old heads. Like she gave me game because her dad and her mom gave her the game, and I was like, my parents ain't give me that. Damn, that was something I was lacking. I wish I would have started that shit earlier, but I was ready for her, and she came and she hit me with something new. She hit me with some good info, some like a great friendship that became a relationship. Like we dated, courted her. We started like taking trips together, like doing different shit. Just like, yeah, everybody like, oh yeah, we gonna go to Miami. No, man. Our first vacation was out the country. We ain't drive to Myrtle Beach. We ain't drive to Florida. We ain't do nothing. We went to a different country. And I was like, yo, this is fire. We took in culture. We learned some shit. And then it was like, yo, we just started talking about businesses. And it was like, man, we can make this, and we could just live off of this business, have this business, pay this bill, this, pay this mortgage, boom, 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 and just chill. And I was like, yo, I want to do that. I want that. And so I ain't looked back since. And that was 6 years ago. I ain't going back. I ain't going back to anything less than that.
That's what's up, man. I always feel good to hear somebody, flip that script on what everybody would think is the normal or the typical life and how they assume things should go, because it ain't no rule book, it ain't no map, it ain't no schedule for any of us. Every time you wake up in the morning, it's an opportunity to make a decision, and the decision is going to either have positive results or bad results. But there's no perfect answer to any of this stuff.
It's
If
not.
if that was the case, then I would have seen a lot of the bad stuff coming. And I got some of the craziest luck in the world. Like you wouldn't believe. I actually had a dude coming. All right, I'm gonna tell you something crazy that happened to me years ago. This was like 2007, 2008, and I actually had a guy come into a place that I used to work at. Right,
Mhm.
he asked for a job application. I gave it to him. He left out and stole my car.
Wait, what? Wait, time out. Time out. What?
Yeah, yeah. So I had a 88 Cutlass right at the time, and
Oh,
I
okay.
got it as a gift, and it's an old ass car, so I had like historic tags on it. I was paying basically nothing for insurance or nothing, and at this time gas was like three something, and it took like $25 to fill the engine. So for me, I was comfortable riding it. You know what I'm saying, regardless to what anybody said. So this guy comes in, asks for a job application, and we worked in like a warehouse district. So you had to know we was back there to even, what I'm saying, think of coming in there for a job application. So I'm assuming that he just was like lurking through the parking lot and was looking for like something easy to steal.
Or somebody knew what you drove. And they was like, yo, this is 88 Cuddy over here.
Possibly. I don't know. So I just so happen to be working at the front counter. And he comes in, he asks for a job application. I go give it to him. And he leaves. And I went back to work. An hour later, I go, what I'm saying, to head out to lunch. Now, when I go outside, I don't see my car. And at first, I don't think someone stole my car because at the time, me and my brother, we play fucked up games. Like he has a tow truck, so he might have took my shit like and moved it around the corner or something like that, right? Or one of the guys that work next door to me, they might have moved it with the forklift, because I'll do some shit like put posters all over his car on my day off. So when he come out, he got to remove every single one of them. You can't just, drive and the shit gonna come off. So I asked the dude Charlie next door. He said, "Nah, it wasn't me." I called my brother. He said, "I'm out of town." So I'm like, "Where's my car?" I go back. I look at the security tapes. The guy walks directly to my car after he leaves the store, steals my car, and leaves. So I filed a police report, right? Filed a police report that day. And 28 days later, I get a letter from a tow company saying that my car has been sitting there since the day it got stolen, and I owe like $1,200 in impound fees. Right? I said, I don't owe shit. My car was stolen. Right? I go to the impound yard. I show them the copy of the police report, show them my copy of my registration and everything, and they like, um, yeah, we're gonna have to get the police to come and release the vehicle or whatever, right? And I'm like, but why? I have proof that this is my vehicle and it was stolen, right? So they was like, yeah, ain't nothing I could do. And the lady just closed the window on me. So I go down to the police station. I tell them what's going on, and they follow me back up there. And as I'm coming down the road, I see a tow truck with my car on the back of it going into the impound lot, right? And I'm like, I wish I could just cut him off, but I'm gonna go to jail for stopping a tow truck in the middle of the road to get my own car back, like shit like that. That's the type of thoughts I was having, right? So I go up, I'm hot now. I'm like, why the fuck is my car coming back to a tow yard that's supposedly been here for 28 days, right? And I talked to the tow truck driver, and he said that they was about to sell it at I guess they repo yard, because after 30 days, if no one claims it legally, they can, what I'm saying, take possession of the vehicle. So I'm like, oh yeah, y'all got me fucked up. The police do whatever they had to do. They release my vehicle. I get it back, and next thing you know, I'm I'm looking at a totally different vehicle. Like they took the radio, they took the cushions off the passenger seat. There was blunt guts everywhere. There was a book bag with homework in it. My CD cases was gone. The steering wheel cover was gone. Like the factory steering wheel cover, like it was just metal. I was just like, what happened? So they was pissed off because at this time, this was when Bush was in office and gas
Okay.
was high as shit, right?
Yeah.
So people was like siphoning gas out of people's gas tanks. So I had this gas cap that when you turned the key, it like this thing was spread out and you couldn't even get past the gas cap. So if you couldn't even break it open to steal gas, like that's the type of shit you had to do. So when my car ran out of gas, they couldn't do nothing. So I guess they just took it out on my car, and I just like, why? Why me?
What? Oh man.
Out of all people, I can't.
Oh man.
I can't make this up.
I like people. I think people just, you know what? I ain't even gonna try to make an excuse for why people do shit. I'm not. I'm really not. Like, it's a lot of actions or decisions that a lot of people make nowadays. It's just for show. It's just for clout. It's trendy. It's cool at the moment. Like right now, they like, I ain't gonna lie. Like back when we were growing up, I had we used to do this thing like called it "Hey, what's up?" I was like, what? I was maybe like 15, 16. Me and a couple of got friends. We walked down the street. Hey, what's up? Dude say nothing, or he say what's up. If he didn't say nothing, we just kept going. If he said what's up, we would just fight him. No fucking reason. And then I'll sit up there and I look and I was like, it was immaturity. It was stupid, but we were just bored. We were bored. Like oh my God, people, the actions and decisions that we made by being bored, just, or because we didn't have shit, man, it could have changed the entire trajectory of my fucking life. Like I used to do dumb shit. I used to do some dumb shit. Break into factories just to steal like material supply so I can build a clubhouse. Dude, I was like 13, 14. I'm terrible, man. Like I used to do dumb shit. And I'm thinking like now I'm older, I'm like, damn, I could have got breaking and entering, or I could have got theft charges. I mean, the materials that I took, that, you know, like, golly, like I could have had a record as a juvenile, which would have carried over or made it just dumb shit. Like, oh my God, I was terrible. I ain't steal no car. I wouldn't have sold a car. It's too much work for all of that.
Man,
you gotta be brave. You gotta be brave to steal, especially out of a place of business. They got cameras. You was inside. Like, why even go inside so somebody can see your face, or the cameras can actually clearly see you, then go outside in the parking lot and steal somebody's car? That's the dumbest shit ever. That is the dumbest shit ever.
you want to know why? Because just like when I filed my police report, they didn't enter it into the system for like 10 days. So they rely on people, or I don't say people, they rely on lazy police officers to do that, you know, and that was the norm, and that still is the norm. Two police officers just got suspended / fired for drag racing their cars, DC Metro Police, and crashing them.
Bored.
Yeah.
I remember like last year, as soon as the pandemic hit, right? I was like, yo, you know what? I don't know how this work schedule gonna be. I'm about to take some money. I'm about to pay up my bills for 2 months. I take the money out. I go up here to the grocery store and get 2 money orders. My bank was closed that day. Go get 2 money orders. I'm like, all right, cool. Boom. You know, I got the money orders, and I'm like, all right, Monday, you know, the office was closed. I was living in this apartment. Monday, I'm going to office, you know, boom, 2 months. Cool. I had my cousin like had just moved in with me or whatever, and his brother used to come over. I didn't know his brother was a thief. So $1,700 money orders. Like, I got it on top of the refrigerator, right? So Sunday night, I'm like, yo, let's get some Popeyes. Cool. You know, like, boom. Or we drive to Popeyes, we eating Popeyes, whatever. Boom, my phone ring, and it's like my daughter. I'm talking to my daughter, or whatever. I go in my room. The next, you know, like maybe like 11 o'clock at night, I hear the door close or whatever. I'm like, oh, his brother left, or his half brother left, or whatever. His brother left. All right, let me lock the door. Boom, go to sleep. The next morning I wake up, I'm like, all right, I'm about to go to the office, about to pay these bills up for 2 months. I go get the money orders. Where the fuck they at? Right now, I'm like, did I throw them away? Because I remember cleaning up. I'm going through tear the trash up. I wake my cousin up. Yo, man, where blah blah. You know, where the money at? Where the money orders at, man? So I can pay this rent for 2 months and stuff, like, and all these bills. He's like, you put it on top of the refrigerator, and I was like, I did. Go, it's gone. And I'm like, yo, if your brother took it, I'm gonna kill him. Call him, man. I swear on this person, blah blah. I'd never take from you. I drive to the grocery store where I bought him from, right?
Mm-hmm.
I drive to the grocery store where I bought him from. 30 minutes prior to me getting there, he was in there cashing it. He was cashing the money orders. They had a copy of his driver's license. They got him on camera. The police station across the street. Okay. Go across the street. Like, listen, the grocery store across, and I'm filling this police report out for this, that, and the other. You know, this person, his whole name, he stole $1,700. They got him on camera, and the reason it took them so long, like I had missed him by 30, like under 30 minutes. Missed him. He went back to the grocery store I bought him from to cash him. And like, so then after that, the turn of events. Oh, hey, don't press charges on me. I'm gonna give you the money back. Man, fuck you. Like, and then after I tell family members, they was like, oh yeah, he's still. I didn't know that. Like, how come ain't nobody like that? That's a conversation you supposed to have. Like, don't let so-and-so around because they be stealing. You ain't know he still. I don't fuck with him like that. He cool and everything, but he stole out my man to this day. If I see him in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of him. But yeah, man, like, no, like, and the cops didn't put the report in, like you said, lazy. They didn't put the report in till like almost 2 weeks later. I had to fight because I lived in one city, but I got the money orders from another city.
Mm-hmm.
I had to file police reports in both. So it's a continuation.
Mm-hmm. And
he got mad at me. Like he was mad at me, like, yo, man, I'll just give you your money back. It was nothing. Bitch, it wasn't your man. Oh my God. Like, and then he tried to have people contact me to, hey man, can you just drop the charges? I ain't dropping shit. Like, no, like you steal from somebody and then you expect them to be like cool with it. I mean, I get maybe like $20. It's $20. You stole my bill money, 2 months worth of bills.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get the fuck out of my face. Oh my God. Yeah. I can't make this up.
Yeah, once you take over $1,000, isn't that larceny or something like that?
Actually, it's anything over $500 is a felony.
Okay. So
anything over $500 is a felony, and him stealing in one city and then continuing the crime in another city, it's like he gets theft and fraud. So, and a felon, and then it's felonious theft and a felonious fraud. Like, yo, you fucked yourself. Like, if you needed a couple of dollars, cool, all right, that's cool. You ain't gotta steal. You ain't gotta take shit. But yeah, man, like,
did you get the money back?
No, I didn't get the money back. I didn't. Like, they taking their time on this whole case, and it's like, man, it's like one of those things. It's like, I don't want, because I'm trying to be, an adult about this, but I done gave the address where he lives at, and all of this. Like, yo, just do your job, because then it's like, I get that, I get the money back, paying, and like a bunch of other stuff the lawyer said, like he took $1,700, but I'll end up getting back more than 17 because of like the situation. And of course, the Corona just hit, and like everybody was out struggling, and I was still working. I was still at work, and you didn't took, like, now I gotta try to get overtime when we ain't really got hours like that. And nobody's working, ain't no money, man. I'm still hot to this day. I'm still hot, but I'm trying to do it the right way and like go through the court legal system. But you know how that works. But yeah, I can't make this up.
They make rules for them and laws for us.
Yo, like that is probably the most honest thing I'd have never, like, yeah, they make rules for them, laws for us. Yeah. When we start playing by their rules, then they change the rules. They just keep moving the goalposts. It sucks. It's trash. Like the image of us in the media and just in general. But then again, we don't help it. We don't help build up our image with the shit that like they want to put out and portray us. Like you have a lot of successful people who are doing something for themselves, but people want to see the bullshit. They want to see the drama. You know what I'm saying? Like the drama is more entertaining than, Big T started a podcast. He got this going for us. He got this on. So Talk to us about when Big T, just sucker punch somebody in Chipotle. You just don't want to celebrate my success? Like, man, it's foul. It's foul how we get treated in the public opinion.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we live in a society and a detriment where drama sells, petty sells, agony sells, pain sells. That's what people click on. They click on ass, and they click on drama, and any
Mm,
type of supplement that favors their fancy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. Like I don't subscribe to knowing what uh, uh Jocelyn Hernandez has going on. Like I don't care. Like that's the shit that doesn't matter. I do care about a bill being passed that's going to affect my taxes, or what I'm saying, change school districts, stuff like that. I'm not
yeah,
focused on everything that happens on Capitol Hill, but anything that's going to affect me directly, that's the stuff I focus on. Other than that,
yeah.
I keep it light and I keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? So nothing
I
nothing
somebody,
wrong with anybody that covers that topic, but it's like who cares? Like number one, mind your business. Like goddamn, if a motherfucker's having a breakdown, that's them. If they want to do it publicly, because what happened when it's your turn? Then it's I would like for you to please respect my privacy. You wasn't respecting
no,
theirs.
no, we invested. Like people, it's crazy because it like you see it, especially on Facebook. You see people who they throw all their business out there, right? And like even though like I may know them personally, I just be like, yo, you wilding out here. And then soon as somebody has an opinion about it, it's like, yo, you don't know nothing about me. What are you talking about? I watched Lil Junior grow up. I watched him, from 6 months. He about to turn 7. I know his birthday. I know he like Power Rangers. What do you mean I don't know about your life? You put everything out there. It's people who put their life on social media and then get mad when people have an opinion about it. And it's like, yo, if you don't want people to be in your business or have an opinion on the way that you move, stop giving them a reason to talk about you. Or like you said, somebody Hernandez or whatever. I don't know who that is. Whoever you said, I don't know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
But like you have people who have an opinion on other people's life or don't talk about Beyonce, and it's like, who? Wait, what? She didn't tell you happy birthday. Stop. No, like I think people pay a lot more attention and they give a lot more energy when they could be doing something positive to things that really has no concern on what they're doing in life.
In my opinion, people don't want to focus on their own stuff, so they focus on other people's lives. It's better than dealing with what they got going on and what's in between their ears. Because
Instead of them.
if they talked about that, then they couldn't handle it, or they don't want to deal with the response that they might get by sharing their story with somebody else. Like, you hurting and you don't want to face the truth, or you might just be
True.
crazy. I don't know. You know, there are some people that are just not right in the head. Like honestly, like um,
It's some
okay,
it's some people who feed off of that. Is
yeah,
that crazy? They love it.
I
I
don't
can't
get it.
do it.
I don't get it. Like, I knew a girl that was bipolar, medically, what I'm saying, diagnosed, and did not take medication for years. Years. It wasn't until she got locked up for like the fifth time where she said, I'm getting tired of almost breaking my wrist fighting these people in handcuffs, that she decided to do something about it. Like, what? And she was in her late 20s.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It took the pain from her wrist being messed up from fighting, trying to fight off people who's putting her in jail. Like, come on now, you gotta do better. And she was a mother.
I mean, well, at least she got it together now. But I mean, or hopefully she got it together
I
now.
I,
But
I hope so too, because I don't follow crazy.
yeah, like it's People again, people love. Some people love it. Some people love the thrill of that drama. Some people love to. I think also some people love to see, especially like if they really ain't got no issues and they want some excitement, they like to sit up there and watch the bullshit. Like, oh yeah, you hear somebody sent me something talking about somebody named Portia took somebody man. I was like, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is this. I don't care. Shut up. Don't send me this shit. Don't send me none of this shit. Like, I don't care. I don't care about some chick taking another dude, man. Well, no, you need to have a conversation about it. All right, well, say that. Don't like just give me a preface of like what's going on, what you want to talk about. I don't care about some chick taking her friend, man. I don't care. Like you could have said little Keisha around the corner took T's man and say that. Like say somebody I know. Say something. I hate people. People get on my nerves. They stress me out, man. They stress me out. I don't like if it doesn't affect me or if it doesn't like, you know, if it doesn't interfere with what I got going on, I don't care. I don't. Like, okay, like you said, the tax laws and stuff like that, like these voting rights that they're trying to suppress and stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention to that. I'm gonna pay attention. Oh, wait, y'all gonna change these laws? All right, well, what's all in this bill that y'all trying to pass? Like, I mean, I like tax breaks like the next man, you know, we can follow that. Oh, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's just the state of Georgia. Okay. But I know somebody in Georgia, maybe I should forward them this information. Hey, look, you know, they doing this in your state. Florida, hey, yo, you know, they doing this, you know, like, hey, pay attention. They're going to try to slide this in here. You know, I don't know. You might want to pay attention to this bill they're trying to pass, this governor or whatever. But yeah, if it don't interfere with me, I just let that shit slide.
I tell you, like I tell anybody else, you know, it don't matter how many times you retweet something or give somebody a shout out when they're that high up or they that famous, they don't give a fuck about it. You can argue and fight with somebody till your last breath about this person, and they will hear about it and they will not care. You understand what I'm saying? So stop giving all your energy to these people because the fantasy of emulating or wanting to be like them or imitate them is better than what you got around you and above your head. Like, get with it, man. Like get with reality because it ain't no reset button and ain't no rewind button, and you only got to your last breath to do something about it. My goal in life is, when I'm underneath that headstone and that dash in between the date I was born and the date I died meant something. And it meant something to more than just, my family. I'm gonna make it worth something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody said I've heard that. That's somebody somebody with more wisdom than me had said that, and I didn't pay no attention. I was like, wait, what you say? And it was like, that dash, that's your life. That just show your start and your start time and your end time. But what you do in between that, like that's what means something. I was like, oh shit. That back then I was also smoking, so I was like, man, that's like, oh, shit. But it's stuck with me. It stuck with me, and I haven't heard it in forever. But like, you the first person I didn't heard say that. I don't even remember who said it. To be like, I was trash back in the day. I told you.
Yeah, I got an old soul, but
okay.
It is what it is. Hey, look, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. I know you got things to do, and I was about to say we're gonna have to loop this back around and have another conversation, man. This has been dope.
Oh, of course. I mean, like, we got to put something together so you come on over and talk your shit on. Hey, man, don't bring no profound talk when you come over there. I mean, you can, but when you come over to the uncomfortable conversation, man, air it out. Like, yo, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about that. Like, man, I've been waiting to like come just be you. Get comfortable being uncomfortable, man. Like, I appreciate you having me on, right? Because I told everybody, I was like, yo, yeah, look, Big T on Tuesday. Da, 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 da. And I was like, what y'all talking about? I was like, I don't care. He sent me the link. I'm showing up. And I told you today, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna show out. Like, hey, yeah, like I said, I got a lot. It'd be a lot going on, and I always got something to say. Always, that's actually a bad thing. Maybe I should shut the fuck up sometimes.
Oh man, I was gonna say, man, you could have drank on camera, man. It was fine. And
No, man. Hey, no, they ain't paying us. They ain't paying us. No, they don't pay us. We cover the labels and we drink off camera until that check clear.
I feel you. I feel you. It's a dude I recently interviewed who runs a consulting firm. I'm gonna send you his info on IG, man. He might be able to help you out on your business ventures.
My guy.
Yeah,
guy.
most definitely. But why don't you go ahead and let the people know where they can find you at and everything you got going on.
All right. Again, thank you, Big T. And I Can't Make This Up podcast for having me. I am that one guy from The Uncomfortable Convo on Instagram at Uncomfortable Convo. My podcast is on all platforms. I'm on Grown Man Logic every Thursday. I got the Weekend Chaser every Monday. My show drops Monday or Sunday. Man, I'd be busy. I'd be busy. You know, like my show drops every Monday. I'm also doing the Weekend Chaser Monday nights at 9. I have the Grown Man Logic on the Grown Man Logic podcast at 9 p.m. on Thursdays. Just go to at Uncomfortable Convo on Instagram. Merchandise coming in like 20 days, whatever that is in 20 days. What's today? The 11th, the 31st. Yeah, June 1st or whatever. My merchandise dropping. Thank you for having me, man. Come on over to the Uncomfortable Convo, Big T. I appreciate you having me, man. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'll definitely stop on by. We're gonna have to set a date.
Yeah, we're gonna have to chop it up.
Most definitely.
Yes.
Man. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a dope conversation with my host Eric. Give it up for him. Give it up for him. I have been your host, the Landover Legend, aka Big T, and this has been another installment of the I Can't Make This Up podcast. That's I Can't, with a K, Make This Up podcast. Man, you can also find this podcast everywhere they are available, and I'm also on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And I'm gonna say this again, like I've been saying recently. If you're listening to this, hit that follow button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you check out the Uncomfortable Conversation podcast. Make sure you check out Grown Man Logic. You understand what I'm saying? Support these people like they support you, because we do it for us, so you should do it for you. And that too. That didn't make sense, but I'm gonna say it again anyway. But thank you for listening. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the likes and the shares. Until next time, peace.
This is Phase Music.